If you're a dog owner in Winter Park, you already know what a fantastic city this is. But to really enjoy everything it has to offer, having a well-behaved dog by your side makes all the difference. So today, we're going to break down exactly how you can find the right trainer to help you and your pup live your best life here.
Just picture it for a second. You're taking a relaxed stroll down Park Avenue, maybe grabbing a coffee and sitting outside. Or you're navigating that busy weekend farmer's market with zero pulling or stress. That's the dream, right? Making every outing in this gorgeous city a total pleasure instead of a chore.
Well, turning that vision into your reality really starts with finding the right professional help. But with so many trainers out there, knowing what to look for is probably the most important first step you can take. So let's get into it. Okay, first things first. We need to figure out what makes a trainer good in the first place. Not all training methods are the same, so let's look at the philosophy and the credentials that really separate the great trainers from the rest. This right here is the modern, science-backed standard. Positive reinforcement is all about teaching your dog what you want them to do and then rewarding them when they do it. It builds this incredible, trusting relationship, and it's super effective for creating good behaviors that actually stick. It's about working with your dog, not against them.
Now you're going to see a lot of letters after trainers' names, and this slide helps clear up that alphabet soup. Florida doesn't actually require state licensing for dog trainers, so these certifications are a really big deal. They mean a trainer has passed some tough exams and is serious about their education. For general manners and obedience, you want to look for CPDT-KA or KPA-CTP. If you're dealing with more complex stuff like serious fear or aggression, credentials like IAABC, CDBC, or CBCKA show they have that specialized expertise.
All right, so once you've found a qualified professional, the next piece of the puzzle is picking the right kind of program. Every dog is different, every owner is different, so let's look at which format is going to fit what you and your dog actually need.
You're usually looking at two main paths here. Group classes are awesome for socializing puppies and for helping adult dogs learn to focus on you, even with all the distractions of other dogs and people around. But if you're dealing with a very specific issue or you have a particular goal in mind, the one-on-one attention you get in private lessons can get you there a lot faster.
Where the training happens is also a huge decision. In-home training is perfect for those behaviors that, well, only happen at home, like your dog rushing the front door or surfing the kitchen counters. Then you have board and train programs. They can offer really fast results because it's so intensive, but this is where you absolutely have to do your homework. You have to vet the facility, their staff, and their methods like crazy, because you won't be there to see what's happening day to day.
And of course, we've got to talk about the cost. Budget is a real thing for everyone. So what should you expect to invest in professional dog training around Winter Park and the Greater Orange County area?
This chart gives you a pretty clear idea of the typical price ranges you'll see. A 6-week group class will probably run you somewhere under $300. A single private lesson is usually between $100 and $180. And then that really intensive option, the board and train, that's where you'll see costs up in the thousands. This should give you a good starting point for matching your goals to your budget.
Okay, you've done your research, you've narrowed it down, now it's time for the consultation. And you should really think of this as an interview. You're hiring a professional to work with a member of your family. So here's what you need to ask.
This checklist is your best friend. You want to hear them say the words positive reinforcement. You want to know that they're certified and that they keep up with their education. A really good local trainer will also know how to apply skills to specific places in Winter Park, like the busy trails around the chain of lakes. And of course, getting clear on how they track progress and how their fees work just means no surprises later on.
Training doesn't just happen in a 1-hour session. It's really about applying all those new skills out in the real world. So let's go over the local rules and some awesome spots where you can practice being a good canine citizen right here in Winter Park. This one is simple, but it's so important. Unless you are physically inside the fences of a designated dog park, your dog needs to be on a leash that's 6 feet long or shorter. This goes for all public spaces, sidewalks on Park Avenue, neighborhood trails, all of it. It's for everyone's safety, your dog, other people, and the local wildlife.
Beyond the leash law, there are just a few other key things to know. A current rabies vaccination and tag are required by law. That's a public health and safety thing. And also, be mindful of nuisance barking. This is where good training can really help so it doesn't become a problem with your neighbors.
Now for the fun part. Here are some great local spots where you can put all your hard work into practice. Martin Luther King Jr. Park has a great fenced-in dog park that's perfect for off-leash play and recall practice. The West Meadow Trail is just beautiful for working on that loose leash walking. And if you want a real challenge, the paths around the chain of lakes will definitely test your dog's focus with all the joggers and strollers around.
So really, what this all comes down to is that investing in training is about so much more than just fixing behaviors. It's about investing in your relationship. You're building clear communication and trust with your dog, and that's the foundation for everything.
And that really says it all, doesn't it? The goal isn't to have a perfectly robotic dog. It's to have a happy, confident dog that you can share your life with. Good training just opens up a whole new world of adventures you can have together right here in Winter Park.
By making a thoughtful, informed choice about a trainer, you're setting both you and your dog up for success. We hope this guide helps you find an amazing training partner. We wish you all the best in building a wonderful life here with your dog, ready for any and all adventures that come your way.